What works in your country for distribution of news, information, and commentary?
Well, there are various platforms where people can access news and where people love to focus on when it comes to knowing what's in the news. Social media is growing massively, and most times people, including me, most of the news that I get comes from what I've seen on X, on Blue Sky, on Facebook. So, but Nigeria is still a country where many people love to read what's on print. So newspaper, even though sales on print have dwindled massively, but there's still many people who like to buy the print version. But radio, TV, terrestrial radio and TV is still very active. And there is also very important channels on cable TV. But in general, I think the massive reliance on Twitter and Facebook makes social media the most veritable platform for people to access news.
Well, jumping on that a little bit more, what economic pressures do you feel like the traditional media of print, TV, radio are facing right now in your country?
I think it's huge. I mean, it's easier these days for people to afford Android phones, even if you can get an iPhone. So because of that, you see a lot of these traditional media outlets, they've also realized that if they don't get a very strong presence online, especially on social media, then they really will be out of business. And that is why today a very important, a very widely listened to channel like Channels TV happen to be even bigger on social media. They have more people viewing or watching them on social media than they have on cable TV. So I have seen a situation where many newspaper outlets have had to downsize greatly because they are really losing advertisement that companies will really want to advertise. So much advertisement now is now going online. So we see a situation where many staff are being laid off by these traditional media outlets because online presence is important and viewership online is growing. So that's the challenge that a lot of these traditional media outlets have, because people tend to prefer to see what's going on social media.